Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Our Life. And what am I going to show you now? I'm going to show you, we've had that a while. I show something in almost every video at the beginning, so I'll show that.
You our neighbors who are leaving.
Yes, we have, good news. Definitely not something we expected. We think our neighbors on the end are vamoosing. We don't know for sure.
Chew the butt out.
Yeah, we don't know for sure, but
there's a reason the car is backed up to the door.
Yeah, their SUV is backed up to the door. So
car SUV, whatever you want to call it.
What?
I said car SUV, whatever you want to call it. She's gonna need. Wish she had that $45,000 she paid for it now.
Yeah, that motor vehicle.
For an SUV.
Yeah, what did you say? 45,000? $45,000.
She's a fool too.
She got to buy a used vehicle. She got to buy something that wasn't so big, and she can't drive that.
She's already crashed it twice.
And quite some weeks ago, she took us into Keene to get our our weekly allotment of food from Keene Community Kitchen, and she can't even.
She goes over the middle of the line and everything,
and that's when she's not drunk. And she tried to parallel park. She couldn't parallel park.
And she has the backup camera in the thing, and it's beeping going off, and I'm waiting for us to rip down the parking meter.
Or run into another.
Oh, I thought she was going to take out the parking meter. I'm like, oh God.
So she's like parked like, at an angle, like actually like that, or was it? Anyway, and she's up on part of the vehicle's. She was
up on the sidewalk.
Yeah, up on the sidewalk.
The right side of the car was.
And part of the vehicle's in the street, and it's like, okay, we're going to come out here, and there's going to be a ticket on.
She was about 6 inches away from the car in front of her, and about 2 feet away from the one behind her.
Yeah, so it's like, okay.
Hey, it'll be her getting the ticket, not us.
Well, maybe she was stoned, because I think she's always stoned. I don't know, but I think she is. And
I'd say 90% of the time she's stoned.
So, anyway, and our neighbor next door has not been loud today. I haven't noticed it, have you?
No.
No, so that's positive. That's a positive change.
We wonder if the landlord went on her, too.
Yeah.
Well, he could,
Yeah. So.
He gets in his moods, and you better run.
Yeah. So something.
Not that he's mean, but.
No, he's not mean. He's just
strict.
Yeah. So we, as we haven't shown you the kitchen, but a friend of ours came over and helped us do some cleaning. Without her help, she and her son, without their help, we wouldn't be where we are. In so far as cleaning.
We actually have a couch where you can sit down on it and not sit on something.
So I can finally sit down with my wife.
Well, if I can behave myself.
Well, it's not really behaving, it's just.
Well, I mean not piling up stuff on the couch.
And we have a lot of stuff to give away, so.
The couch kind of becomes my workbench too.
What we want to do next month, or what I want us to do next month, when we go into Keene, we go get the money order for the landlord, and we go to 7-Eleven. Well, they usually put boxes out for people to take.
Yeah, they don't mind.
Yeah, and I want to take some of those boxes, because we have books for paperback book swap, or paperback swap. And we have books, there's stores here in this area that you can do kind of the same thing with. Where you get credit when you turn in a book. So we want to put books in boxes so they're organized, and we can keep some separated for paperback swap. So we know these are going to paperback swap. We can get them listed on paperback swap.
I wish we could sell them on Amazon.com and
we
make
can.
money off of them. Huh?
We can.
We can?
Yeah. They don't pay much, but yeah, you can.
Well, depends on what book you have, too.
But so anyway, well, that's another idea. We can, because Amazon, you get money for it.
Yeah. These others are like Well, you get credit for the books.
Yeah.
Hey, we can always find more books.
And I just got a book in the other day.
Knitting books. If I could just convince them to do that with yarn, I'd really be happy.
We didn't use this service, Bookmooch, but one of the books that we got in, this was in the book. Lucky.
Lucky, come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Over
He
here.
doesn't like being on the floor.
Come on.
Go up there, Mama.
Come here. Come here, baby. He's on a odd mood. I don't know what's bugging him.
His eyes are lit up, so.
He's probably wanting to play.
You want to get up there, Mama?
Look. Come on. Come on.
There you go.
I think he's having trouble finding his way over here.
There.
Lay down. Mama's playing game. Don't tear up any critters. Or how you get.
So, do I look like, sorry for leaving like that, but, so do I, have the, see, I have the beard.
It looks like Santa Claus.
See how long the beard is? It's kind of wild, too, I mean.
That's a foot long.
See how it curves?
Kind of has a split in the middle, kind of.
Yeah, see that right there? Well, it's definitely a beard. Definitely unique. So we also vacuumed this rug that we have in here, and you said it's IKEA?
Yes.
It's an IKEA rug.
Wool.
And it's wool, she says, if you care. You see her right there, that beautiful woman? Look at that.
I'm over here.
Right there. So
He's up here beside me.
and the thing is, when we vacuumed, it made it look a whole lot better.
It fluffs it up.
Yeah. And anyway, we have a storm heading our way. I'm not going to call my uncle tonight because it's 9 o'clock, but maybe tomorrow because the storm's going to hit him too. Ooh, gosh, that's like an ice storm. Anyway, so
We're watching the Weather Channel.
So, and it's 25, it says right here on my computer. He won't get the same kind of weather we're getting from the storm. He'll probably get rain because they're a lot further south than where we are. But
tomorrow we have no more cable too.
Oh yeah, we're getting rid of the cable.
It's just too expensive.
Too
What's
expensive.
it, like $86 or something? $85 or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's like we like having it, but
there's a way to hook up the computer to the TV, but this is an old TV. Well, Chicago looks like it's.
Chicago always catches hell. They're used to it.
So anyway,
Chicago.
There's a way to hook up the TV to the computer so you can watch shows like from Hulu or whatever. Well, I don't even know if we still have
all the equipment.
Yeah, because I had bought the hardware to hook it up when I still lived in San Antonio. That's over 2 years ago. So.
Well, no telling how much the idiots stole from that we had stuff with stole too.
Yeah, they could have stole it.
They actually had nerve enough to take a bottle of my hand lotion. I'm like,
God.
you low lives.
And I mean, and I consider these people my friends, good friends.
You were in desperation, kind of.
Yeah.
The apartment complex you were stuck in wasn't
No.
fit for mice or man.
And she got to see it when we went down to Texas to get our stuff.
And it didn't look too good either.
No, it's.
Looked like it was old and decrepit.
Yeah, and it's filled with cockroaches. Ugh. I mean, nasty. No.
I hate cockroaches.
Now, they're not the big ones, they're the little ones, but they're everywhere. You
They're very
cannot
hard
get
to
rid
get
of them. I would, every month, I would bomb or fog my apartment. I also had spray that, I would spray, and I also had, like, bait. And they were still everywhere.
You're probably feeding them.
Yeah. And
They probably thought it was a snack.
yeah, because it sure wasn't killing them.
That's pretty bad.
And then my neighbor next to me, he was a drug dealer, and his apartment always smelled like pot. I mean, always. Now, the people on the other side of me were quiet. I don't think I even talked to them.
They were probably coming from his apartment into yours to get away from the smell.
Yeah. So, and I lived there about 2 years, and I should have known better, to be honest with you. I should have known better, because my very first apartment was in that complex, in that same building, as a matter of fact. Just one floor up and one floor over. I mean, one apartment over. One floor up and one apartment over.
Well, you gotta live somewhere, though.
Yeah, and that was after the fire, and I needed a place to live. And my mother, you know, she has Alzheimer's, and she was vicious. She was just mean. And I tried to help her out, but...
I wish I could have convinced you to come to Springfield.
Yeah.
It wasn't exactly the quietest place, but I think you would have been you were in a much better city.
Yeah. So anyway, so we've been cleaning and organizing, not just cleaning, organizing. You know, we've got a bunch of stuff to donate now. I mean, a bunch of stuff. I'm still looking for information on making a wolf tail, because this is for the wolf tail wire.
Oh.
And I have fake fur in the bedroom.
Stuffing.
Yeah, and stuffing.
Like
so
padding, foot padding.
So it's just the pattern.
It's one pattern, but
it's short.
Well, it like has to be. I don't know, like put on a copier and enlarged or something.
Because the pattern is like a foot long, and I want something longer than that, like 2.5 feet, maybe 2.5 feet. But
I think you're just gonna have to figure it out and kind of play it by ear.
Yeah. So
get it what you want.
And then I'm gonna have to sew it and then turn it inside out, and then I guess that's when I stuff it. But
no, we probably have to put the batting when we sew it together, because you want it to stay relatively flat, smooth.
I want it round.
Well, I mean, you want the material, don't want the material all messed up, though.
So anyway, this video is just, you know,
rambling on.
And
we gotta talk to somebody.
Yeah, it's like we have no money.
It's better than talking to ourselves.
Yeah, it's better than talking to ourselves.
Well, if we start answering our own conversation, we're really in trouble.
Seamus, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Well, I'm doing good too. Oh, well. So, anyway.
Yeah, that's scary.
So, we don't know, but we do believe our neighbors moved. The one next door, hopefully she's gonna be quiet. I mean, when the neighbor next to her, the other side of her...
It's like on Friday night, everybody gets wound up and goes crazy, and we're sitting here trying to have a little bit of peace and quiet.
And the person on the other side of her have called the cops twice on her. We've called the cops once. We've gone over there and asked her to be quiet. We've pounded on the wall and knocked on the wall.
That seems to have a little effect, but not much.
So hopefully she's going to be quiet.
Yeah, right.
Now, one neighbor, the one that's next to on the other side of this neighbor,
in the number 3 apartment.
She's quiet. I mean,
we never see or hear anything out of her.
Yeah, I think she's a closet lesbian.
Hey, you better watch that now.
Well, I mean, she has women over.
Yeah, but she may not appreciate that being said. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but anyway.
Make the neighbor mad at you.
Yeah, I don't want to make the neighbor mad at me. I mean, she seems nice. This is
well, she never talks to me, but who knows?
Never talks to me either. This is
maybe that's because I have a man in my life.
Yeah, this is a trigger lock for the pistol. Not like we use it, but I mean, if somebody breaks in, are you actually going to spend the time to take this off?
No.
So, But we don't keep the magazine in the gun, you know, for safety reasons. So, anyway, I don't know, just going on and on about stuff. And we're getting more and more done around here, that's for sure. The trick is keeping up with it.
We have our ups and our downs, and
you know, we get depressed, and
sometimes just thinking about it makes you depressed.
Yeah.
Like, ay.
But you know, it feels good when you can actually get rid of stuff, and then you're in a you're in a place in your head where you're actually getting rid of it. You're willing and able to get rid of it.
When you realize that you really can't make use of it anymore, and it's just sitting there going to waste, so
Yeah, and
somebody else.
Yeah, like this. It's right here. It's a hat. Somebody up here can definitely use this.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, the kind of weather we have, you know, we could actually give this to one of the shelters.
Well, 100 Nights is getting kind of fussy about things.
Well,
getting kind of picky.
The men's shelter,
yeah.
The family shelter, the women's shelter. We stayed in the women's shelter for a few months.
Give it to MFS, and they'll take it out to one of the shelters. Or
yeah.
something.
And we stayed in the family shelter before that. So.
Oh, that was a real.
That was fun. It was an experience.
Have you ever tried mopping and sweeping and mopping a staircase?
Oh,
That
was one of our jobs.
Kind of precarious.
Yeah. But that's why we're thankful we have this place, and we do our best to keep it in such order or whatever that, you know, we're not going to get kicked out. And anyway, I don't know, I'm just going on and on and on and on and on. So I guess I'll end this because it's
chatty Cathy.
17 minutes. So, bye-bye.